Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high, hands up high. Till I feel the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jasmine, aka Blossoming Jasmine, and here we have a late night special, a little wine down. I got my wine. Today we got some white wine. I already had a drink before this, not even gonna lie. I had some tequila, little cocktail tequila mix, but I'm feeling fine, feeling good. Happy Black History Month. Black women are winning. Let me just show y'all. Let me show y'all my Vogue magazine. Look at Beyonce. Beyonce just dropped her tickets, and let's just say that this year is going to be the best year of my life. Rihanna just recently performed at the Super Bowl, and she did amazing. And surprise, she's pregnant with a second baby, and I was in denial for a long time. I was like, maybe she's not pregnant. Maybe, you know, I don't know, but coming from a woman that's been pregnant before, like, I don't want to just jump the gun and just say somebody is pregnant without like it clearly being that she's pregnant. And I missed all the signs, all the cues. I didn't even know that she rubbed on her belly. Like, I was just looking at her beautiful face because I was just in awe that Rihanna, I only watched the Super Bowl because of Rihanna. After Rihanna went off, I stopped watching. But that brings me to my topic today. How to love your body after having a baby. Hold on, let's take another sip of wine. After I had my baby is 5 now, he'll be 6 in August. After I had my baby, it was a lot. Like, immediately after I had my child, like, it's like your stomach deflates like a balloon, and everything is just different. Everything about your body, like, you literally have to start from square one of loving your body and getting it all the way back. I hope this lighting is good. We're gonna find out. I'm feeling the vibe here. For taking that first look in the mirror after having my child and wondering when I was gonna get myself back, like, mentally, physically, like, when am I going to be back? And I remember people telling me, you might not look like how you did before, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get back to where I was. Like, without a doubt, I'm going to. I have to. But the time after you have a baby, you have to wait like 6 to 8 weeks depending on like how you have it. I had my baby vaginally, and so you can't really do like a whole bunch of stuff. You can't really go to the gym, you can't work out, you can't, like, you just can't be doing a whole bunch of like vigorous stuff, especially because me, I had stitches, so like I could not move around like that. And the fact that I couldn't, and I was used to, and I was ready to get back to myself, quote unquote myself, my old body back, it just made me so sad. And then on top of like being a new mom and not knowing what I was doing, and I mean a host of other things, like feeling like I was alone, and then at the same time, like, it's just, I don't know, like, I was going to school. I had, like, when Taj was born, a hurricane had just hit, so I went to my mom's for like a week, and then my mom came to help out for another week, so that was 2 weeks to help. But then after that, I had to go back to school. So I'm going back to school full time. I'm taking care of a baby. He's super small. I'm like really getting adjusted to my body. Like, I remember when I remember when I was in between classes and 2 big rings on my shirt popped up because it was time for me to pump. And I didn't know, like, if you wait too long that the milk was gonna come out one way or the other. So it started seeping on my shirt, and I had 2 big rings on my shirt, and it was so embarrassing. I think it took me months to accept how I was, and that's the key. Like, you have to accept how you are and be okay with that before you try to make any changes. If you try to make changes to yourself, whether you've had a baby or not, if you try to make changes to yourself without accepting your body how it is right now, you're forever going to be trying to change your body. You're forever going to be trying to chase something and feel like you are not enough. And so once I dug deep and like really learned to love myself, then like it started to show around me. Me and my child's father weren't really together for a long time after I had the baby, so eventually I started dating. And in the back of my mind I was like, are they gonna judge me for, I don't know, for having a mom bod? You wholeheartedly love yourself, you attract people that will wholeheartedly care about you too. And not all the time will everybody gravitate towards you, because sometimes there's some hating ass people out there, and that's just be honest. But you really have to get to that point where nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can say anything about you physically, or nobody can say anything about you physically and you be phased. Like, I don't care what you say, I'm fine as hell. And you have to know that and just own it. You have to own the things that make you different. You have to own the things that don't make you cookie cutter. You have to own the fact that you have stretch marks. You have to own the fact that you had a baby. That you have to own the fact that maybe you can't fit into your clothes before you had a baby anymore. Or maybe you lost muscle, because I went through that too. I feel like I just felt really weak because I am used to having like defined legs and defined arms, but I had lost all my muscles, and I was not comfortable wearing shorts. I was not comfortable wearing crop tops. I wasn't comfortable wearing none of that. Like, I just wanted to wear leggings and a t-shirt, and that'd just be it. But if I were to wear leggings and t-shirts until I felt like I was good enough, then I would constantly be wearing leggings and t-shirts. Instead, when my baby is going to be 6 years old by the end of this year, sometimes I realistically do think about things sometimes, but overall, like, I've come a long way, and I love the hell out of myself. I love the hell out of my body, and I've worked hard. I'm not talking about the gym or working out. I'm talking about like spiritual, like mental work in order to love myself. But people think that they can make backhanded compliments at you because they figure that, oh, she's confident and she's so secure of herself, she's so open, she's so free, so I can say whatever to her and she won't feel no type of way, like, oh, I didn't mean it like that, like we were just joking around. But the thing is, people always feel the need to comment about women's bodies, whether it be they're joking or they're serious, and you have to build some real tough skin, because it's some ignorant ass people out there. Disclaimer, I'm sorry if y'all hear like a little noise in the background. I'm gonna try to put some music over, but I'm currently washing my clothes. Make stupid ass comments about your body or about you, just know that it's a projection of their own insecurity, because any man, woman, non-binary person, whatever you identify as, comes to you and says some ignorant stuff that they know might hurt you, or even if it's a backhanded compliment, they're coming from a place of hurt, because any person on this earth that is secure in themselves would not intentionally or unintentionally hurt somebody else through the words that they say, because they are cognitive of who they are, how they present themselves in a room, how they address people, how they come off, and are aware, have spatial awareness of how they take up space, how they interact with people. But there's a lot of people out there that are lying and say that they're confident in their body, but they throw shots at people who don't have their body type or are different from them. That is not a sign of confidence. That's a sign of, like, you're insecure. It's been people that that call themselves close to me, or call themselves like knowing me or whatever, and want to say something about my body. And like I said before, thank God that I went through the journey of really loving myself and getting that mental part of loving myself down, because if I were just to hang on to some physical features and just cling on to that, like if I were just to cling on to the fact that I was skinny when I was in high school and I want to go back to being skinny, if that was the only thing making me confident, then my confidence is lost, especially after I have a baby. So I hope you get what I'm saying. If you're watching this and you've had a baby, or you're currently pregnant, or it's been a long time since you had your baby, maybe your kids are grown, or maybe you don't have kids and you just want to learn how to just love your body, period. I want to give you some tips to try to take with you, and I hope they resonate with you and work. So a number one way to treat anxiety or situations that are anxiety provoking is exposing yourself to the situation over and over and over and over again. This is called exposure response prevention. So for example, and I remember the first time I wore it was a crop top. It was a crop top, like, what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but the one of those tight fitting crop tops when it kind of lifts your boobs up, and like the side was out, and it had like X's on it, and I had like thick straps, and I wore some jeans and some heels. That was the first time, one, that I had went out for drinks since I had my baby, and two, actually no, that's a lie, since I went out for drinks before, but it just didn't, I was wearing something that I was comfortable wearing. Like I would wear like a blouse and like some loose fitting pants. But this is the first time I went out to a bar where I was like, I wasn't wearing much. I had a lot showing. So I wore that. Hopefully I can find a picture so I can insert a clip. So I wore that, and even though like I know I looked decent, I felt so uncomfortable. I was so scared. I was so scared, but at the same time I was happy. I was happy because I went to the store and I was trying on things. I wasn't comfortable wearing some things, like I wasn't ready to wear like a short crop top, or like I didn't want to wear a crop top and short shorts at the same time. Like we have to pick whatever I'm showing. So I wore jeans and that crop top, and I got a lot of compliments that night. I felt good. I felt like I looked good. My eyelashes looked crazy because that's when I had just started wearing lashes and I got the wrong ones. But I still looked cute, and I was happy after that, and I started slowly building up my confidence. And then I even tried it at school. After I had my baby, I didn't really wear I mean, sometimes I wear crop tops. Like, I tried it at school, so of course when I wore to the bar, I wouldn't wear it to school, but I would dress up some days, and usually I would hate dressing up because when you dress up or wear heels or wear anything that's like that draws attention to yourself, people are going to stare. And especially going to like HBCU, it is like a fashion show, so people are staring at you. Like while you're walking to your class, people are just looking at you, and not like in a disgusting way, but they're just looking at your outfit, and that can make you feel awkward. But I kept having to do that over and over and over and over again, and of course I got like, sorry, my dryer is going crazy. Of course I got like external validation, but I really had to seek the validation within myself. Like for me, I love fashion, I love dressing up, and when I got back to that and I finally found outfits that made me feel comfortable, I couldn't dress how I used to dress before, but then I noticed that like my style got better after I had a baby, because like I didn't have to wear everything. I didn't have to reveal everything to let you know what I had. Like it was very hoochie mama. Like I didn't have to dress like a hoochie mama anymore. Like I could give you a little peekaboo here and be covered up there and still look sexy. So I kind of had to master that art, and growing into that, like I started to be more confident with my outfits. Now I love shopping. I love going and picking out an outfit. I know my body, I know my size, I know what's gonna look good on me, I know what's not gonna make me feel the most confident, and I know certain pieces, if I wear this piece, I'm gonna have to wear another piece that's gonna make me feel more comfortable, you know. So I really start to relearn myself. So because this was a new Jasmine, this was a new me, so I had to get to know her. What's her style? What does she like? What does she look sexy in? Let's style her. I was so used to styling other people that when it came to me and my new body, I didn't know what to wear, so I had to practice. The dryer is going crazy. I'm suggesting some type of body movement. Like you have to move your body, whether you get into yoga, you get into Tai Chi, Pilates, some dance, I mean, whatever, but like don't make it a chore. And when I say that, I mean like sometimes when we go to the gym, we look at that mirror and we're like, do I look good now? Am I my body goals now? We start to compare ourselves. You start to look around and look at all the other people and how they look and how fit they are, and you compare yourself, or you look at whatever your quote-unquote body goals are, and you wonder every single day, every time you go to the gym, am I there yet? And that makes the process even longer. All right. Sorry, I had to pause the video really quick because my dryer was going crazy. It's still going, but like it was really loud earlier. I couldn't even think straight. The reason why I say body movement is because it can look like a host of different things. It could look like walking, Tai Chi, yoga, Pilates, dancing. I mean, anything that you like that makes you happy, that makes you feel good after a workout, not like you are in punishment. You should not be punishing your body. You should learn how to love your body. To loving your body, the first thing that you need to do is respect it. And by respecting it means listening to it and also giving it what it wants and needs. That is my main focus when I'm doing pole dancing, but I'm not really putting pole dancing on you per se, but what do you think that you could try that you could focus on becoming good at that craft instead of you just focusing and hyperfixating on how you look when you go to the gym? Because it just makes the process of getting how you would like to look even longer. And sometimes we don't look 100% of how our body goals are, and that's okay, and we have to accept that too. But this particular tip is not going to work for everyone, but it's something that you could try. You could do one or two things. So a body mirror, a bathroom mirror, you could do one or two things. One, I want you to get a dry erase marker, and I want you to write an affirmation about yourself on your mirror. If you live with people or people are always over, then put it on your phone. Put it on your phone for you to like read every day. Like, I have an affirmation. Nobody really comes over my house, but write whatever my focus is. Like this month, my focus is organization and body movement and consistency with body movement, and so far I've been doing good with both. So writing an affirmation on your mirror, not just a cliche one, but something that really resonates with you, that you are struggling with, and looking at that mirror and knowing that that is true, saying it over and over again. And you may struggle with resonating with it at first, but sorry, my voice is like, you may struggle with resonating with it at first, but just knowing, saying it over and over and over and over again, and seeing it every day, eventually your thoughts it'll be in your thoughts, and it'll align with your behaviors, and it'll align with your emotions and how you feel about yourself. A second option, if you feel like you're ready for it, with the mirror, you can stand in front of that mirror, get butterball, butt naked, and I want you to name things that you love about yourself. Don't pick yourself apart and be like, I don't like this, I don't like that. And if you can't come up with anything, I want you to just sit there and stare at yourself and really analyze how beautiful you are. Like I said, this is not going to really work for anyone. This could probably trigger you. This is why I put a disclaimer before, because if you're not ready for it, then maybe you need to revisit it and come back. But this is something that I've done before, and it's something that I've also heard other people do before too. Stand in the mirror, like butt naked, like look at every nick and cranny of yourself, and there is no possibility of what anything looks like on my body. I've seen it all. I know what everything looks like because I've sat there in the mirror and I've just stared at it. And I unapologetically just love what I see. And it's not just because of like body image, like getting to a certain body image. That I love being a woman. I love the color of my skin. I love the way parts of my skin are darker than others. I love my beauty marks. I don't really want to go into detail about what I love about my body. One, because I don't want anybody to compare themselves or their body, and two, I don't want to get too explicit, but like I've really analyzed myself, and every now and then, I've done it even before like I had a baby, like I'll just really just analyze myself, because if anybody is going to be touching you or having sex with you, you should be familiar of your ins and outs and what you like. And also getting back to yourself after you have a baby, you have to figure out what you like and don't like sexually, because nobody talks about how the lack of sex drive happens after you have a baby. Like sometimes it is such a traumatic experience. You do not feel like having sex for a long time, and that's okay. So when you finally do get that urge to engage in sex, you know, spending some time alone, really exploring yourself and your new body and figuring out what you like or what you want to explore is okay too. And also communicating that with your partner. I want you to journal. If you're into journaling, I'm going to give you some journal prompts. So the first journal prompt I want you to take with you is, the thing I love most about my body is, the thing I love most about my body is. The next thing I want you to journal about is, what are some things that I am struggling to accept about my body, and why? What are some things that I'm struggling to accept about my body, and why? I did a lot of journaling in the discovery of myself, so maybe you do take that mirror exercise and you decide to do affirmations, or you do decide to get butterball naked and stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself and love yourself. I want you to write about what you love. I want you to write that down. I want you to write about your affirmations. Even if it's a host of things that you are still getting to know and love about yourself, there you can start off with the things that you do know that you love about yourself. And with practicing gratitude with your body will only expand it even more. It kind of gets you into that practice of being grateful for the things that your body does to you, instead of always practicing to critique it or practicing how your body makes you unhappy, or how you wish your body was this and wish your body was that. Instead, you're coming from a place of gratitude. My voice is going away a little bit. My throat is kind of sore. I don't know if it's because I was screaming because the Rihanna concert. I said the Rihanna concert. It's the Super Bowl, but it is the Rihanna concert. And they just so happen to be playing football, but it was the Rihanna concert. But yeah, my voice is hurting. I've been talking a lot today, and I just hope that resonated somehow, some way with somebody, whether you've had a baby or not. Loving your body is tough, and really getting back to what you like, really getting to a point where you love yourself no matter what society says, no matter what people says, and you can like literally block out anything around you. It just shows so much strength, and I hope that you are able to get there. Just know that you are able to get there. Just know you're not alone. A lot of people feel like you are trying to get to love themselves, especially if you feel like a new person and are embarking on a new journey. Just know you're not alone. That is all I have for this little late night special. I'm looking forward to, I like these little late night specials. I think we're gonna do another one. So anyway, stay loving yourself, stay flourishing, and stay blossoming. I will see you all on the next episode. Bye.